I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I've been stuck on memory, but it's not like I need it. And you may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us.
Sometimes a minute takes days of feelings stay where you don't want them to. I hope you won't throw the blame my way, but if you do, oh, you're looking for, looking for, looking for, looking for echoes. Are you looking for, looking for, looking for? Lock in, mask up, game on, let's go. Minnesota Airsoft Association, call your hits, feel the elevation. Snow or sun, we're running every nation. Minnesota Airsoft Association. From the woods to the warehouse doors, green gas clouds and scattered mags on the floor. Friends then foes, the second the horn blows, we rush, reload, that's how the story goes. Minnesota Airsoft Association, call your hits, feel the elevation. Oh yeah, squad up strong, this is dedication. Minnesota Airsoft Association.
Good evening, Airsofters. How are you? It is our Wednesday live stream. We've got Cobra Alex.
What's up, guys?
We've got David from Project Echo Airsoft.
Yo.
He says, yo. And I say, you are awesome for joining us. And I am Gabe from the Minnesota Airsoft Association. Thanks for joining us like you do and you have been. Thanks for spreading the word. I don't know about, in fact, I'll just poll you guys. Not so much Alex because he's in Puerto Rico, so probably not meeting a lot of people who are watching our live stream. But David, have you started to run into more people who have said, hey, you're the live stream guy?
Yes, all of Sky Shield pretty much is like, don't I know you from somewhere?
That's good. That's awesome. I had a similar experience at Twin Cities Airsoft. Kind of the same guys, and I'm like, hey, have you subbed? And they're like, nah, I don't really sub. I just kind of watch, and maybe I'll throw a like. And I'm like, you're killing me. Tangentially, I'll say, if you look this, so this is mostly for us internally talking about. Oh, dude, that's a deep cut, T Gray. We're right on time because we're 7:04. Airsofters are very much on wizard time. I'll just say.
And thank you very much. The stream actually went live at 6:55.
Yeah. You just want to see our faces, which we appreciate. Thank you. If you look at our streams, like our stream information, David, I haven't looked at yours yet, but it shows 128,000 views.
Yep.
So I actually think that's what. So guys, we have been talking about how we are trying to pump up our numbers so that when SHOT Show, which is the largest firearms and outdoors trade show in the United States, it's in Vegas every year in January. We went last year. Alex and I went last year. David's hoping to go in next year. We're hoping to all go as airsofters this year, as opposed to real steel people, which is how we went last year. In order to go as media, which means you get to go for free, you have to have a certain amount of views. You have to have a certain amount of likes, yada, yada, yada. So we're very much trying to play the algorithm to make sure that we get some views. And we're not making up fake content, are we, Alex?
Like and subscribe, smash, blah.
We are trying to increase our what is that? Our image. And again, if you're here,
people just join in. It's just nice to talk about. I love it when people, say their mind.
Already we have chats, which is always appreciated. Wizards are never late. They arrive exactly when they mean to. Yes, thank you. That is exactly what I meant. And as we are wise and gray-haired, maybe harder to see some of our gray hair.
And it's actually 101,000 because a few videos dropped off. We're at 101,000.
There you go. There you go.
Last 28 days.
I also learned, and anybody who's a YouTuber, when you collaborate, I actually got verification. You don't get the views from the other person. It doesn't work that way anymore. People were complaining about it. You get mentioned, and then your channel can get pulled up on their side on their algorithm, but you don't share the actual videos. It's stupid.
Even though it says when you hit the button.
It's the primary owner. So what we got to do is anything you post, I'll just repost again, and anything I post, I'll send to you, and we'll spam
Double
everybody. 'Cause
post.
as a Polynesian, I appreciate spam, and I assume everyone else also appreciates spam.
Fried with a little bit of mustard. Ooh.
Fried with some teriyaki and seaweed, make some spam musubi. There's so many ways to eat your spam.
I love that there's a spam booth at the state fair, and they make spam and bacon sandwiches. And
You're gonna make Gabe get mad.
As a proper Polynesian, I don't like that because I feel like that. But the fair is for
Damn.
white people who are in the suburbs or farther out country. Like there's so many foods that are at the state fair that I'm like, I'll just go to Holy Land to get that, or I'll just go to Dino's to get like. Anyway, I love the fair though. I'm just usually eating different food.
we need a booth at the
bacon, and
fair
spam.
this year.
Okay. Wow, we have a lot of ideas. But let's talk about our initial business, guys. Let's do our 2 weeks notice. So again, our 2 weeks notice is what larger events, and I'm still talking mostly our Midwesty events, are coming up in the next 2 weeks. And the only thing we have on our schedule is the Bad Goat Operation Baltic Sentinel event, which I think I saw advertised just a couple times. This is a 30-hour Cold War Milsim event in Rockville, Minnesota. If you're not familiar with it, jump on Facebook. I know, grown Facebook. Jump on Facebook, find Bad Goat. They are pretty hardcore reenactors that are using Airsoft. So, pretty traditional. I think the Cold War event is a little more. When I say loose, I just mean it's not as specific. I know their Vietnam games when they run them can be very specific. Yeah, they have a very hardcore rule set, mostly on uniforms.
But it's their game. That's cool. I mean, if they want to,
that's how they like it.
If they want to immerse themselves in that, let them do it, man. I think that's cool. It takes a breed to do that, a special breed, and they're always welcoming. So you guys, if you're that guy, Bad Goat will take you.
Yeah, if you just ask questions like where you don't even know where to get stuff, they'll totally help you. I actually think so. They do a Vietnam game. I don't know if they're actually doing it. I think they are. It's a Tropic Thunder game, I think, for them.
They have to do it. They always do one.
Yeah. There are a couple other guys. We did a VN display. There are some guys who really enjoy Vietnam reenactment, but like the Bad Goat events are really kind of standard. Like everybody's just a regular soldier. No one's a SEAL. No one's, you're not a special snowflake.
I think you're like first ID, I think.
Yeah. I think you are right. I think that's it. Whereas like some of the guys who want to do that, so Risto, shout out to our buddy Risto, who did the Vietnam display table, primary person who did the Vietnam display table. Both Eric Bekeezer and our buddy Josh Ray both helped as well. He's fine with that, but he also has so many other things. There are a lot of guys who want to be, they want to be Animal Mother and want to run with a 60 and stuff like that, and that's not always the case at that game. But I appreciate that we're mostly getting spam commentary over Airsoft commentary. Maybe spam can be a prize for a future event. So that was our 2 weeks, just the Bad Goat event. Operation Baltic Sentinel. Baltic Sentinel. In Rockville. If you want more information, go ahead and look for Bad Goat Airsoft on Facebook. And then probably the big thing that everybody knows about already, and if you don't, where have you been? GAG, Twin Cities Airsoft Giant Airsoft game. I do not remember the number.
26.
26?
Wow, that means you didn't listen to my song.
Which song? Because I couldn't hear it through the
No, my Armageddon 26 that I put up on YouTube. Wow, Gabe.
I liked and subscribed.
Has there really been 26 gags?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, I mean, if you think about twice a year, 13 years, they've been doing it since the beginning. I think. So what did we say when I did their review? They've been open for 14 years. For Airsoft. They've been doing it for 14 years, I think he said.
Wow.
Yeah, they've been doing it since basically the beginning. And
so it just so happens Armageddon 26 takes place in 2026.
Yeah, this is actually the big one. This is like their golden birthday then, huh?
I think I think I've only been to a couple, like maybe. God, I feel like I'm in like the single. I've been to a single digit gag. I gotta find that patch.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Uh,
I'm probably there too. I don't know if I've made it to 10 yet. The last couple of years I've tried to go to both. And again, the only reason I'm not going to this weekend is it's Memorial Weekend. Reminder, Memorial holiday, federal holiday on Monday. I'll just be out of town. For anybody who owns a cabin, you already know.
I don't even have a
Hello,
job to get paid for one for the holiday.
yeah.
Then you start the
And
next
I'm
week and have
working.
a new
I'm
job.
working on a holiday.
Well, I decided that I wanted a 4-day weekend, so I put my last day in as tomorrow.
I also saw your update. I did like that. See, I liked and subbed your Facebook post.
Yeah.
I don't think it works that way.
Is that our cotton?
Yes, that is our Cotton. And Cotton, we have more information on launchers. We need to talk. We'd love to see you.
I won't be
So we
being
got a couple
hunted.
things.
I won't be being hunted. Yay!
Oh, speaking of M79s, I saw a flare gun that's made for an M7. It's like modeled after an M79.
So Alex, why don't you do, before we get it, like, where are you right now?
I am in Puerto Rico. It's this little island in the Caribbean.
There
Maybe
you
it's
are.
just
There
that.
you are role playing, and Gabe's insides are turning.
Please sing the I was gonna say from West Side Story, but that's a classic. I'm a single man in my 50s who likes show tunes. You guys can all go to hell.
Just
mean, that's-
banged a chick named Maria.
Okay, so Alex is in Puerto Rico and he saw a flare launcher that looked like an M79.
No. I just saw it online. I was farting around. But I am in Puerto Rico, and man, it like their airsoft is like, I think it's like, like their venues are like literally like venues that we dream of. Like they're playing airports, abandoned airports, prisons, abandoned prisons. One of the places the guy said that they played was there was like a bougie sub like neighborhood, like a gated community. It was a bougie gated community that was fully furnished, and it fell through at the last second. And then these guys
So
went in,
what
and
you're saying is Alex from Mir needs to make a phone call because he seems to be the one all scheduling all those weird places.
Yeah, well, good luck getting out of here, like. But anyway, it's like they get about 200 players at these events, and like it sounds awesome.
And you're gonna try to play this Sunday, right? You're gonna try to do.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be working, and well, I mean, it's like this. These are like, I don't know, unsanctioned games. I'm not gonna say. So there's a very gray area on these things. But
let's not talk about the.
So we need a GoFundMe for Alex. So when he goes and plays airsoft, we can bail him out of prison.
What's up,
Thomas? The honor system is really the honor system. These guys have, they say to get 200 players, they set up great games. It sounds like, and everybody knows each other, kind of thing. Because you kind of have to. You're on an island that's 60 miles wide. So, but everybody knows each other, and and they say they have great times, and they play on the weekday too. Like they'll be like a shout out, like, hey, let's get a pickup game Wednesday night at this place.
And so you went to an airsoft store, right? Because we posted a video of that.
Yep. So it was called Airsoft Tactical. Great store. I mean, they had everything that you could possibly need. Dude, these guys were selling. Like, I was in there, and like they probably sold like 4 or 5 guns while I was in there, like rifles. Just new players and old players, and everybody knew each other, and like everybody was like great to talk to. Like, and then the owner came in, and we started talking, and he was telling me all about, like, oh yeah, I've been a Stonebreaker, and he really liked his TCA games, and yeah, they, like I said, they great guys, great people, everything it was actually awesome. Like, the store was great.
Price comparison on
I was
replicas.
Say, what were the prices?
Price comparison way different. Like, And like that was like his you know, he was like that was like the hard part is like, you know, it's hard because you know we're an island, you know, and the price difference is a little higher. But I mean, he's competing, and everyone's, you know, everyone's, you know, going through him. It seems like because, like I said, he was selling guns left and right, and he had everything you needed, and you know, he was very helpful, and everybody was cool, and man, it was great. I can't say enough good things about it. And you know, and I told him, he's like, yeah, he said he might be at SHOT Show, and I said, hey, I'll look him up. You know, I'll send him a message, you know, before we go, and just to say hey, and if you would, you know, want to meet up, we can. He was way happy. He was actually kind of excited. So
Did you tell him to check out our stream 7:00 on Wednesdays?
yes, he likes it. You know, he's probably our
Okay.
1,000th subscriber.
What is their time zone?
An hour ahead. So
Or-
it's 8:00 right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I think that's really interesting, and it like for someone who's been trying to find airsoft, that's a pretty good story. Because of all the places, Puerto Rico is a Commonwealth, right? Is it a Commonwealth? I think it's a Commonwealth.
Well, when I was asking him, he said he'd like,
they
yeah,
can't-
it's just as easy to fly out. He's like, yeah, we'd fly out with all of our gear, just like you know, like the gun,
Well-
the gun law. He just say, you know, he says you got to say replica because the gun control's a little bit different. But he's like, if once you say replica, then they make sure it's a replica. And he's like, it's the same way in the U.S.
because they can't vote.
No,
You know, they can't vote in our
But if you-
elections, it's actually comes down to being the representation without taxation without
You look like-
representation.
I think
but aren't
okay.
they U.S. But aren't they U.S. citizens?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but Puerto
This is
Rico
where we
doesn't
have-
vote in our elections.
they don't have senators or
No.
congressmen.
Governors.
Our rules, they're governed by our rules, kinda.
And our protection, and they're you know they're
Yep.
offered whatever the protections the United States offers. You didn't even realize this was going to be a civics lesson on this live stream, and now you know. This is a very wide breadth kind of topic live stream. Now you know.
Now you know.
Well, I think that's soon. It's too bad that you're going to work because it might be interesting. So that there was a question from somebody. Do they chrono? So this is like going to
asked
honk.
that question. I asked that question, and this is where they said the honor system is very, like, really is very. Like, it was like, well, how do you guys keep track of like chronos? Like, yeah, we chrono, but like, a lot of the places that we play, like, we don't even care. It's like as long as you're an honest player and yada yada yada. I was like, oh my goodness, dude, like really, like, like
Here's what I'll say: you Americans
there's-
and your rules.
because there's always that guy. But then I thought about it, like once you're that guy, I'm pretty sure you get singled out pretty fast, and
That maybe you never get to play again, right?
yeah,
Like
now you're on an island where everybody's like, well, it's that guy, and everybody knows you. So
Hey,
maybe
it's
that's
like us. You're those guys, but different.
because it happens here. It happens in our area. You become
yeah.
that guy, and then you get singled out, and then you never see the dude again.
Thomas. Oh,
wow, deep cut.
I don't know who that is.
Well, and so how long are you there?
I'm here for I think maybe another week. I don't know.
And you got a patch from the store or from somebody?
Yes, I got this little patch.
I'm still looking at it. I'm trying to figure.
It looks like a Texas flag, but it's actually its own flag.
no,
It's Rico.
You know what that is? It's a Spartan helmet, right?
The Spartan helmet. He gave me that, and he gave me their green one.
nice.
Hey, nice. That's actually super cool.
So,
And did you give him one of ours? You did give him something from us?
yes, I gave him on the Paul Bunyan, and he thought that was really cool. He's like, man, this is awesome. He's like, oh, look at all the Minnesota stuff on there.
For stuff you don't know. Oh, it's backwards. I'm reversed right now.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I fixed you on the stream.
Thank you. Because I was going to use that's not appropriate language. So this is some of the products that we have. For those that haven't seen, there's our Minnesota tabs in both green and coyote, as they say in Puerto Rico. We've got Wisconsin tabs, Iowa tabs, and then we've got our MA patches. And for those that haven't seen it, this is our tactical Paul Bunyan. We ordered these from Poppins Patches, and it just we were too late ordering, and he did whatever he did what he could to get them in, and we did not get them in time. These are available now. We haven't really tried to sell them hard. Con will be coming, and like that's what I'm thinking. But we're gonna start selling them when we're at events. So for those who hadn't seen it,
Maybe this weekend.
maybe if I see you, I'm
Again,
leaving for.
on Friday, right? You're leaving for Friday, right?
I leave tomorrow at 5:30 in the morning. I still have to pack. We'll talk. We'll talk. We'll talk.
We'll talk because you can swing by me and bring me a tote and I can sell.
I'm not sure if I have room for the totes, but you'll have to see. You'll have to see.
Okay.
We'll talk.
Okay.
So Alex is in Puerto Rico. Did get a chance to do airsoft.
I'm gonna try. I said,
I think it's awesome. The other thing I was going to say is we have a buddy, an OG MAA member, Jamus, who's in Japan right now. And if you're on the MAA Facebook page, if you're not on the MAA Facebook page, why aren't you? Go check it out. But he just posted a picture. He actually found, because he's in Japan, and he actually finally found the first airsoft store. That he had some other thoughts, but I don't know if other people looked at those pictures and got excited. I did, because they had a lot of armies. They had a lot of unique guns, if you know what to look for. They had, not that this is a super unique gun, but here's the old Tokyo Marui Mark 23 NBB. Like that slide's actually not sliding. That's just where it is. But so that was really cool. So Alex found airsoft in Puerto Rico. Our friend Jamus is in Japan looking for airsoft. Obviously, the home of airsoft.
Or the reason to go out. I mean, I really want to check it out there. I've been to Hong Kong, and that was just as cool.
Yeah. Oh no, God. We have thoughts, right? Like we want to go to Taiwan. Someone asking, Tigre's asking, or Vulture's asking from El Tigre, how much are the patches? All patches are $10. They're all $10 each.
Or you see me in public, I'll give you one.
Yeah, I mean public, but not at an airsoft field. That defeats the purpose.
Yeah, that you can't do.
You find him at Walmart, and he'll get you one.
At Kmart. Not that we're prompting anything. All right, I'm going to look at these questions. Dang, shots fired. I'm not sure what shots fired, but yes, we're constantly volleying shots because we're such bad shots. We just have to keep shooting and if we're ever going to hit anything. Okay, let's talk Sky Shield. Yeah, that was weird. I'm having a stroke. So somebody already asked, how is Sky Shield? Alex from Mere Tactical hosted Sky Shield last weekend, Upper Peninsula, Michigan. David, how was it? Give us the breakdown.
Do I have to relive the trauma?
I mean, I heard there was different kinds of trauma. I mean, there was weather trauma.
Yes, weather trauma. Trauma, definitely. If you guys didn't tune into my Airsoft After Dark on Friday night, there was even more after that. But as a whole, game was great. AO, amazing. I wish they could pick the AO up and stick it inside a building where there's no wind or in the middle of something, because the AO was great.
You're out in the middle of nowhere. That is out in the middle of nowhere.
God's country. We got there, went to go set up the canopy. The wind was ripping, so we left the canopy down. We're like, we'll wait. We're looking at the weather. Wind was supposed to die down. Next thing you know, we look over and it's all like, nah. And we go in and it's bent and broke bars, and we're like, well, no canopies, whatever. I'm like, waited a couple hours, set up my sleeping tent. Next thing you know, we look over and that's and okay. In the vehicle we go, to Walmart we go, let's replace this tent. Got that all set up, good to go. Did our Airsoft After Dark. Woke up, beautiful Saturday morning, shot some people, with replicas. If the ATF is watching. Was a great day. Score was like little lopsided at the end of day one. 2,000 points to like 420 points. Green may or may not have been winning a little bit.
Now, also, let's frame of reference. There were a lot of Minnesota players. Were they split between the two teams, or was it a lot on green?
So it was Project Echo, Night Stalkers, Pork Chop, Quack Force. For
Were Agents
sure,
of Chaos on green?
they were tan.
They were tan. Okay.
So the four of us were all green. We made the conscious decision to not squat up like they had us, and we split. Pork Chop went down to the houses. Quack Force controlled the main buildings, and us and Project Echo and Night Stalkers went up on top of the hill. And
why did you pick the hardest thing? Jesus.
It was actually the deadest. It was the deadest. They couldn't get they
couldn't get out far enough to get up there.
But when they did, they looped around. Greatest time, you know. I do want to refer to a thing. Tan. Make sure that it's not another tan taking the Ares Alpha box when you come around the corner, guns a-blazing. I have to find the video. Yep. And I have to find the video, but we're all standing up on top of the hill watching this. We may or may not have been egging him on to throw a grenade around the corner, but he didn't. He comes around, just guns a-blazing, and then realized that it was his own player. As soon as he heard the Ares box start beeping, he just blasted him, and yeah, that was fun. But no, they were making a good push up and around, and went through the day, night game, fun, amazing. We stuck down to the houses for the night game. That was fun. But pretty much as soon as the day game ended, the wind changed from the south, coming out of the south, to coming out of the north. And the temperature dropped about 20 degrees.
Oh.
So the night game was all right because we were moving. Sleeping. I went to go to bed about midnight. I pop up my phone to see what the overnight low is going to be, and it says, snow possible in an hour.
Welcome to the UP of Michigan.
My dog won't stop. Quiet. It's going to sound like a hurricane here in a half a second because my dog's in his cone and scratching. Went to bed, woke up about 3 o'clock in the morning with a feel like temperature of like 25 degrees. Heater will only work on low. Winds whipping at 15 to 20 knots across the field, you know. Woke up, okay day, went and played. Great gameplay all day long. I will say, Tan, when a grenade explodes at your feet, you're dead. Just saying. Yeah, you need to prep for all 4 seasons at Sky Shield. I think 100%. We had 2 seasons. We had spring and we had holy crap, it's cold. And
I know I've heard nightmares from a couple years ago where like
last year
icicles were forming on people's guns. Yeah, that's terrible. No.
Yeah. And then we played Sunday. Great time. A lot of people left. A good chunk of people left. We did send a group. A big group, I want to say it was 15 or 20 that came that were green originally. They ended up splitting into 2 10-man or so groups, and they brought tan because they knew that the second day they wanted to go against each other. So they all went over to tan. And then it was a good day. I'm going to have to say, for the most part, I think tan did not care too much about the Ares Alpha boxes. Because final score, where is it? I just had it. Here it is. Final score, they had 630 points, and green had 4,840 points at the end of Sunday.
Was that just accruing every... Yep. Yeah, so constant accruing.
Yep.
When did we go to Sky Shield? I can't remember when we went. Was that 2 years ago?
Yeah, I think it was 2 years ago.
So I also have a message for Gabe from Alex. He asked if you're now too good because you're so famous to come play.
I can't compete with his hair, with a total lack of hair. So that's the real reason we can't coexist in the same streams.
He understood. I let him know that you had prior engagements, and he
Well,
said
I'm still
that.
hoping to go to Sheboygan if that Sheboygan doesn't end up being over what we just discussed.
Yep.
If it changes dates, currently it is scheduled over another holiday weekend. That would be my intention to go to Sheboygan, which is the closer, like again. So if we're talking Sky Shields 7.
7.5. It all really varies because of time change, and my brain just wasn't contemplating time changes and drive time. It's
And if you buy weed on the
300
way,
390 miles, I think it was. So I want to say it was like 6.5 hours drive time, 7 hours drive time or something. I don't know.
oh yeah, with the yeah. I'll have to admit that there are hotels, and they're like I will not camp. I'm not a camper anymore, so that is the thing.
I don't think I'm going to camp a Sky Shield ever again. Don't worry.
It's just, I mean, you are going to drive a half hour, right? But at least you're warm and you can take.
There was a couple. I know Mir had a house just right. It was 15 minutes.
Oh, maybe it's like a B&B. Because remember, that area, if you actually go farther, it's not farther north, but like off the lake, like that's a resort town.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is off season. This is off season. So
Yep.
that you might be able to get a decent B&B, or not a B&B, you know what I'm saying, Airbnb, in that area, you know. So, Vulture asks, did the event seem organized and enough staff by Mir? That was the issue we had last year. Yes, that was an issue last year. A lot of us heard that. The CO was the same dude for both teams, so it was super tough to keep objectives rolling. Yeah, I would imagine so.
So there was no staff. There was Alex and his guy running, but Alex did a great job this time. And again, there wasn't a lot of side missions per se. There was the Ares Alpha. He had 4 Ares Alpha boxes out. And it was more of a TDM style until on Saturday, he did decide at one point that we're later. Was it Saturday or was it Sunday? It might have been Sunday. I don't know. They all kind of blended together. At one point, he pulled us off the hill at green and said, "Hey, we're going to put tan up here, and you guys got to take the hill."
Yeah.
You know,
sure.
And it was to keep the shooting going and keep the slugfest down.
So here's an interesting question to you, chat. If you go to a game and it seems like it's very one-sided, if it seems like you're rolling or you're getting rolled, would you rather an organizer let everything resolve itself organically, or would you like the organizer and staff to get involved and alter the game like they did at Sky Shield this last time? Like David was saying, like, hey, I'm gonna
Airstrike.
force an entry. So here's the thing, like we're joking, you're laughing, but like that is a mechanism.
Yeah.
I hate airstrikes. Like if you're just gonna do that, just pull me off. Just say, hey, like if you got guys who have worked forever to get a zone and they've owned that zone, and then you go in and go, everybody around you's dead. Why? Because the nuclear bomb went off. Like, is that a mechanism? It was, but it's the method on how they do it. I'd actually prefer if a referee came up and said, you're stomping someone. Everybody back off. Well, I don't want to. Hey, back off so we can make the game. I will reference not the specific game, but we went to a game where we dominated the field the entire day. And at some point, we're like, you should restart this game. We're willing to. Everybody will walk off. We'll restart. And they were like, we don't restart games. We've never restarted a game. We're not going to do it. And it set the tone. It wasn't fun for the other team. They left. So no one's answered yet. But like, well, how do you guys feel? Would you rather have airstrikes, something in-game mechanic? Would you rather the referees, staff say, I'm going to give them a mission on their side of the field that'll give them a million points just so they can catch up? Would you rather them reset? What is your preference when something like that happens? And we're using the example from Sky Shield, but I think that's a good example. And I applaud Alex from Mir Tactical to do that, because you have to keep all your players engaged somehow.
So we did. We took a Cobra Alex approach to the stomping, and we were like, "Man, I think it's time to go lunch and maybe take a nap in my chair." And pulled some of us off the field, and let them kind of
$200
regain.
nap.
On a 2-day event like that, if to keep the gameplay again, everybody paid the same amount of money to be there.
Absolutely.
Yes, I may come with $500 worth of grenades, but whatever, or someone else might come with higher end, replicas, whatever. But being where that event is, unless by chance you're one of the 7 population in the UP, you traveled hours to get there.
Yeah, quite a ways.
You paid the money. You paid the $5 a gallon once you hit the UP for gas, and that. So I was all right. I have now made the conscious decision that when I go to a big event, I am gonna no. I am throwing my opposite color gear in the trailer, just in case. In case something happens where a bunch of people don't show up or something is happening, or even if it comes down to the point where on some of these games where they thought they had a command and they don't show, or they're not at it. Hey, do you need me to step in and run the other team or help out the other team? I will throw my tan gear on and I will go over there. We want it to be fun.
I think that is admirable as well, but I'll also make the pitch of, and I've been on both sides of this, where I go to play with my friends. And so I am more forgiving if the event organizer is cool about it.
Didn't that happen to us once? I feel like we were like, hey, make sure you bring whatever tan, because we always go green just for that situation. I can't remember where. I feel like that happened to us a couple times.
This is where I'm trying not to use names of things, Alex.
Yeah, neither am I.
Yeah, like I think people, like we talked last time about, using your voices, right? Like I don't think every player should go, I'm going to bring 2 sets of camo so that I can switch. But I think if you start to get to that mindset where you're there for the game, not only for your self-enjoyment, and self-enjoyment is fine. You paid to go play a game. But like if you have that's just another level. Maybe not a level you want to be, that you ever want to experience, but being able to go, I'll swap teams. It's cool. My whole squad will. I'll just go, I'll command. I think a couple of us have done this where, Gag, last fall, Gag. The commander didn't show up. Alistair stepped in to be the CO, and I XO'd for him for a period of time because then I wanted to shoot tanks. So, I'll offer that once you're in that mindset of I want to make sure this game goes well, bring an extra uniform.
Yeah, and our group, myself and Patrick and Franklin and the kid have all said we'll just always pack because then if the 4 of us we're still playing with the group of the people we went with, and we're making sure that everybody's gonna have a fun time, because it's not good when you have, because then other things start happening when they're getting stomped that bad. Oh, that grenade was 10.1 feet away from me. I'm not dying because I think that was a ricochet.
Once tempers get, lifted, I'll also say this is why, and I think Alex is in the same boat. We always bring ref gear. I always bring a ref shirt. Now I just have a dedicated ref bag, and I bring it to every game because more often than not, I have not been playing this year. I've been out a dozen times this year, but mostly to do videos and to talk to people. And now if someone asks, hey, can you help ref a game? Yeah, I'll help ref a game.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not saying that's for everybody, but when you, and I'll also say, so this is another side of it too, right? Like if you pay to play, you want to play. If you do stuff like, I'll just switch teams, you're still playing. Cool. I don't think there's anything there. If you step out to do something else, I think that's a good thing to do. Like I'll help you command. I'll help you run the chrono. I'll help you do logistics. But I also think everybody needs to recognize You know, if you go to a game, especially like big games, if you go to a bunch of big games and every time you go you're helping, now you're staff. Like, so like I'll just say protect yourself. There's a point where you can get abused by doing stuff like that. So, you know, again, there's lots of avenues, there's lots of angles to all of this. We have a lot of people chatting.
You know, it can be it can be very fun, especially if a couple of you friends switch over and you stay on the same radio frequency and talk crap the whole time that you're, you know, shooting your friend. Haha, got you.
There are times when I'm playing against my friends and I don't even care about the other team. I'm just like, hey, I'm not even shooting at you, dude. I'm shooting at that guy. Let me just shoot that guy.
Yeah.
Most of the time,
You can walk right past me and go do whatever you want. I'm staying here because I know.
Yeah.
But Alex did that. Was it Fall Sheboygan? I know he sent out an email a couple days before, you know, offering a discount to anybody who wanted to switch teams because the numbers were not balancing out. And you know, if a promoter wants to do that and people want to take, especially a lot of people that come singly, you know, or singly or one or two to a group, and you have the ability to have some people only have one color gear, you know, so it can get pricey.
That's the thing, right? A lot of guys only have one. So your newer players, your younger players are probably going to be dedicated to the team they started on. But yeah, as you get older and you already have the kit, just start to think about, like, that's why a lot of the rules are uniform and headwear matters, but your gear doesn't. And like,
I think if you look at the comments, GTA Marine said it perfect. Like, people will leave.
Yeah.
And, you know, and it ruins the game to me.
And
you know, like,
this is where, you know, and this is where, you know, some of our local games, it's just show up. It's just show up. As opposed to some of the larger games where you're signing up for a team. So the organizers can actually watch. Like, so if you've been watching like AMS's ticket sales, they got to the point where, like, I think green was really outselling tan. Then tan caught up to the point where they're like, okay, we'll release that second block. And I think they're in their second block. And, you know, with it being in 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
1 week.
Whatever. 6, is it?
Oh no, it is 2 weeks. Oh, there is a weekend in there, isn't there?
Yeah, there's another weekend. There is another weekend in there.
Oh.
Yeah, see, we have a free weekend.
That may change things now.
See, this is why I think, like, having that sign up can really help the organizers figure out how balancing teams. We know for Nightshade, Joe Eggstead is like, hey, Tan's like, I'm not aware of a lot of people signing up for Tan yet. He's really trying to recruit for Tan. So I'll say, if you're planning to go to Nightshade, maybe consider going Tan. Or if you're going green, make sure that
biggest sponsored game in Minnesota.
Biggest sponsored game in, like, by far biggest sponsored event in Minnesota this year. I like, in a lot of ways you got more stuff than I got for con, but like, that's why, like, showing up to a game, I'm glad then they go, okay, well, now we're gonna do armbands, because like some people really get into like what uniform you're gonna wear for, like, drug wars. Like, people really get into the outfits. Sometimes some people are just wearing whatever they're wearing, you know. But larger games, I like it when I know what the teams are going to be. Because if I show up to the day and they're like, oh, blue has 40 people more than red. Oh man, really? Can they switch? Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay, like that. But like, the more you know ahead of time, I like that even number. And sometimes numbers, it's not about numbers. Sometimes it's about experience. Right, like David just said, that it was 4 different teams that all knew each other, who were originally going to be on the same squad initially. I don't know if that was better. I don't know if you splitting up was better or worse, because now you were in different areas with different squads, and you're still talking to each other. Like, I'll just say again,
we did go on different. We had on a secondary. Channels? We had on secondary. So I personally had their pork chop secondary net if need be, and then Quack Force was on their own channel, so we weren't even really directly communicating with each other. So,
but you know, so like,
yeah,
like, this is where I'll point out again, AMS Northern Front 4, which I think was the last one we went to, Alex. Green was almost 90% Minnesota players who knew each other. And we were on different squads. Like, the commanding teams didn't even know who they were, but we all knew each other. And because we just had a shorthand already, we wrecked. And there was other factors. to that. But so like again, it's fun. All right, I'm gonna look at these. Look at some of these. Against friends, yes, I love shooting my friends. Playing on a team that's getting wrecked, yeah. When you're getting wrecked, it's really hard to keep motivated. It's really hard.
Yeah,
Sometimes you find yourself sleeping in the car,
Yeah,
taking a
sometimes.
nap,
Especially if you fall in a hole.
especially if you fall in a hole.
Yeah, sad panda.
Yeah,
So,
but no,
Oh, and I was
we kept pulling ourselves off the field here and there, making sure that we, if we had to go back, if we died, when we went back, it was nice that our fob was right next to camping. So, we would go up to the make sure that we're reloading and, taking some extra time, checking in with Alex to see what was going on, this and that, trying to figure out things and just readjusting and evaluating what was going on. And then just standing back and going, standing there going, hey, look at that. Canada's about to wreck us. Score. We're going to stand here and watch them wreck our other members because they're not outnumbered or they're not outgunned or they're not out anything. They have an upper hand. And then we'll maybe just sneak in over here since they're over there and we'll take up a position over here so that they can come back this way now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's also, that's a mindset too, right? Like when you start thinking about, I mean, everybody's out to have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about making sure everybody's having a good time. Again, you're there to pay. Airsoft's a competitive game, but if you can do that whole do unto others thing, right? Like if you remember in the cup, Marine, GTA Marine, you said that like if you're getting wrecked, it's hard to. If you've been on that side before, try to pull that empathy and go, okay.
and get
Remember,
motivated to keep
we're
playing.
a community.
Already.
Yeah.
When you get slammed that hard, you're just like, this sucks. And then you never want to go to that event again. Like he even said it. Like I completely understand it.
I ended up taking 40 minutes and was like, I think I'm just going to go wander in the buildings and go see what's going on here and take some videos so I can put together a walk through the field kind of thing and just, next thing you know, I walk out and there's like 6 tans standing there and I'm like, I guess I'm dead.
I mean, Vulture makes a valid point. That's kind of where I was going is ideally the organizers can be watching, but sometimes things are happening, right? And depending on communication, it's hard to get a hold of people to say, this is where I'd also, so David, you are a sponsored team from Beer Tactical. This is also why having those relationships with the organizers can just walk up and say, hey, do you guys mind changing? And I'll be honest, once you're at that kind of level with an organizer, I actually think that, again, it's flattering to me, if someone goes to me and goes, hey, would you mind shifting?
It's kind of like the Alex walking up going, here, you go decide who's medics. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, have you played Guardian Center, Gabe?
Yeah, once.
I'm just looking at the next game.
Third Coast?
No, it's
Who's going to be at Guardian Center?
American Milsim.
No.
So
No. What game is it?
I don't know. Iron Horse, like July something.
Okay. So Iron Horse. So for those that don't know AMS, and I don't, this isn't a secret, the front games, they have a Central Front, Northern Front, Southern Front kind of games. Those are their lighter games. Those are their, if I'm just going to say it, they're, I don't know if they would call it Milsim Light. That's what I'm calling it, is Milsim Light. There's still structure, there's still things, but they have fully admitted that those are just kind of narrative in between. So they have some more avenues. They have some more they're trying to pull players in to go to their larger games like Iron Horse or Copperhead. Like that.
Copperhead.
Yeah. Like those named games are their big events. The front games are still games, but they are more their entry level games. So yeah, I'm fine. I've really enjoyed our Third Coast experience, and being that
likewise
we'll probably be, I mean,
the riches are a bad influence, by the way. I just want to say that, both of them. because
Paletti and Cudahy.
I may or may not be going to Pennsylvania now.
Oh, really?
I'm
Hey.
debating. I'm really debating. They're like
I have.
Pennsylvania. I'm like put. They're like I'm like
You're very busy, man. You're a
I
very
know.
busy man.
Isn't I thought that was like this week or like next
No,
week?
that's
No.
end of August.
Yeah.
So
No,
then it
that's
gives me a month to heal, then down to
That's Bone Crusher, which is at it's at a former prison, which is now going to so we found this out at Stonebreaker. The guys who run that now, they're trying to make that the largest indoor field in the country, which shouldn't be hard.
I think it's Doomsday Airsoft. Does that sound right?
I don't think no. Doomsday's Doomsday Airsoft. The guys who are running the prison, what is it? Crescent
Prison in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, like that. That's a
August
different
14th, 16.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Alex, we were looking at that game because our buddy Caleb lives in Pennsylvania a couple hours, so we were talking about it. But that is not on my list because
It should be. Let's drive there.
No,
let's drive there. It'll be like 50,000 hours.
No, I'm not driving
Would
and I'm not
not.
flying. Again, just to be clear,
Ooh, we can take a train. We can take a train.
I might have done the math on how much I actually spent on tag-ins, and it was more than $1,000.
Oh.
Not to be confused with how much I spent on the mortar, which is also a factor. So I actually did my actual numbers.
The mortar was nothing compared to the pagans.
Shut your mouth. Shut your hole, Peyton. No one needs to know.
I'm probably gonna be right next to you when we start doing the mortar stuff. So
well, again, my total bill for Stormbreaker was over $5,000.
So we definitely need to start selling some stuff.
I mean, only $10 at your local fields, and we have T-shirts that are $15. Alex is wearing the tan. I'm wearing the OD. If you're going to start going to larger Milsim games where it's green versus tan, it's almost like we thought of this. Sidebar, two sidebars. One, for things like GAG, where it's like a red versus blue, would you like a dedicated red MAA patch and a dedicated blue, like a blue and white and a red and white? So that like, I'm just saying, I've been thinking about that.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I don't know how it would go over, but I could technically wear my red shirt since I'm going to be team red, but then I just kind of think they think I'm a ref.
That's why red patches are also a little weird. I started to, how do you differentiate it enough so you can still say that's red team versus blue team versus a dead reg?
I personally hate red because like I feel like I've seen people put red patches on their head and it's just like, dude, are you dead or is that a patch?
Right. We got that in the night game because we didn't realize that our GoPro lights were still on, and we start shooting at people and they're like, "Oh, your dead light's still on." No, it's a tiny little. So now I got to make sure that live and learn. I don't play many night games, so now we have to turn off.
Hey, so here I have a second question, and this is an important question. Chat, and this is specifically for you, chat. How is our volume? I got a report from someone who said they watched us in replay, and our volume was terrible. Mine was too low, David was too high, and Alex was all.
Well, that's
always gurgling stuff.
I know. That's why I said that's how Alex just sounds professionally. But those of you in chat, how is our volume? Is it good? I've rewatched our video and I was like, I think it's fine, but also like I've been here, so like I know what to expect. So how is our volume? Please let us know. As it relates to tracers, something that Alex had brought up, and then here we are.
Where? Did somebody start bringing up tracers?
I am going to do a test this weekend with green, red, orange, and blue tracers. I am going to use
orange.
But yeah, some of us have been around long enough to have orange. I'm going to try.
Aren't you glad he didn't? Oh, never mind.
Oh, gross. I'm going to use our eShooter Smoky BT silos. So shout out to eShooter if you want to sponsor us. I'm kidding, but I'm also not kidding. And because Ace Tech of all people actually replied to your comment, shout out to Ace Tech, Alex. I'm bringing a Bifrost. So for those that don't know, green, like. Some of you are not old enough to remember when the only kind of swords you could get were like plastic swords that had were made of green plastic, and you had them in the flashlights and then they glowed, and you were a storm or you were a Jedi. Red never was as good. And I still,
Reddit's not good. But somebody mentioned to me that if you read those comments, having the Max tracer unit,
so this is also Ace Tech said to use theirs. So there are
and
tracers.
Ace Tech that use theirs.
Yes, Ace Tech. So here's the thing, guys.
Well, send us some
It's the-
Tech.
It's the difference between it flashing and the type of light that it's used. Orange is going to suck. Blue is very interesting. Blue has got a coating on it that a quick flash doesn't do much, but if you leave it underneath a flashlight for a considerable amount of time, these glow forever.
So
I'm gonna try
HPA greens. So HPA greens, they just
Greens have always been good.
You can just literally scan it with a flashlight. Patrick ended up dumping a box mag on, and when we came back, my flashlight just kind of skimmed past them, and the whole ground was just glowing.
Yeah. Green does discharge rather quickly too.
Green has always been good.
Yeah, but green will take that flash first. But I'm gonna try 2 different tracers while I'm not at GAG. Sorry, I'm going to be up north, so I'll be at the MAA testing labs in northern Minnesota. But yeah, I've got a couple things of green. I don't have many oranges left, so I'm not going to try that many.
If any BB companies are watching us, and the 50 million people that are watching us, can we please get red in 3-2? Please get red in 3-2.
Yeah.
Have you seen
the answer is no. The answer is barely green in 3-2. So
yeah, very true.
Okay. Thank you, Marine, for letting us know. Sound good. Sound is good. David's is a little loud.
I dropped mine already.
Yeah, that's also just David.
I'm loud.
Aren't you glad, Peter? Why? Not only did David do it, now you did it too. Thank you. But that's also it's a classic joke. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna do these tracer rounds, and that's mostly because Alex made some comments saying that red sucks, and I happen to agree, but Ace Tech specifically is like, oh no, use ours. And that's why when you look at tracers, you'll actually see green, red, GR, because it's what they built into their technology for
do you remember the Max hop up tracer add-on you could get? Yeah. I don't know what that looks like. I feel like you have a flashlight,
that's what it is. And it's a small LED. There are flash mags, right? Where the mag itself has a flashlight in, and then it's a high cap, which is again kind of the weird thing. I think it's a high cap. Like you were saying, David, there are people who have had drum mags who are just like, oh, I'll just throw a flashlight in here. That can give you kind of weird, you're not going to get the beam on the whole BB, but it'll start it. Some people do both, a mix. So anyway, I love tracers. I think the tracer with smoke is even cooler. Tracer, smoke, and laser. You got to be careful with laser in people's eyes. I get it. But that all together is super sweet. I don't care about
Isn't most places, though, lasers are just kind of outlawed?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Snipers. Should we bring up snipers?
No, not yet. I have to try this one more thing. So I don't think he's on, but shout out to Seth. If you don't know Seth, he's got his own channel. We got to find his channel. Oh no, he's here. That's not Tim. That's Slim Tack Airsoft.
I was gonna say, yeah, he's in here.
Yeah, he gave me these with the intention of maybe auctioning off the one that you can actually sometimes use. So for those that don't know, these are the Airsoft Innovations 40 mic and Master mic. Speaking of banning, both of these are basically banned everywhere because they were abused. These are shower shells that don't have multiple ports for discharge.
You want to talk laser beams?
Yeah.
Their laser beams are sinking up in space.
And they're super awesome. Yes, tracers are telling people where you are. But if you want to play the night vision game where you just run around, I'd argue don't shoot at all.
Tracers are awesome.
I'll just say again, Airsoft Innovations. Shout out to Seth. Thank you. I'm still gonna even up on this because there are still some fields that will let us use these as role players. Actually, we're still not supposed to use them, but we do. And these are the older versions of what is now the Crytek KT40. So anyway, that was cool. Okay, no, you want to talk? Hey, I'm just gonna say I did a launcher clinic last weekend. Not many people cared. Launchers are not everybody's thing. People wanted to
It's
shoot
your
one.
thing.
What's that?
It's your thing.
It is my thing. I think people care about, like, people cared that I wasn't going to gag to
I
not
care.
to kill tanks.
I care.
Well, that's because you want to get launchers too. People got to shoot a little bit. I wish we could have shot more. Like, I went, and I at some point I just went to the field, and like in between a game, I was like, "Oh, I'm out here shooting launchers. Who wants to shoot?" Then people showed up. I didn't bring all my bins of stuff, and I should have, because that's when people actually wanted to shoot. If you're going to gag this weekend, and if there are vehicles, there will be vehicles. Who is the anti-tank? Are they following the rules? And was it interesting? I had ranged out 122 feet and 200 feet, and I was like, you can get to those vehicles at 122 feet and 200 feet, and that's with tennis balls.
Alistair is trying to put together an AT team.
And I've actually heard from Marshall, who was like, "Here are the things I'm thinking about buying. Which one should I buy?" And I was like, "Buy this one." So, like, it's an investment, like a gun. Like most of these are going to be in your 300 to 500 ranges to start off, and like things like tennis balls.
Limited use.
Please, people, buy our merch. Buy our merch so we can, buy more launchers.
Buy more. Here's the funny thing. I mean, buy David's merch. David needs a launcher. I already have almost all the launchers that you can buy. There's one I'm missing, and I just did that because I'm a jackass. But no, it's funny, Seth. No, none of the Airsoft innovations is because it was easier for them to say they're banned, and that's why the Crytek has not been said is banned yet. So like that's why I've been trying to use it at a couple places just to see if I can push in the envelope a little bit. Because they're like, is that an Airsoft Innovations? Like, no, it's not. It's a Crytek clone that they.
No, you can use them at any time. You can use the launchers at any time.
Say again for gag.
Yeah.
For, like,
That's a new rule.
No. You cannot use them anytime.
Oh.
You have to. The commander has to buy you, if you have a launcher.
Oh.
The commander has to buy you a law card, and now that card is good for all day. So you actually have to get it's an unlock. Whereas before it was 10,000 for like 10 shots.
10 shots, yeah.
Yeah, and that was 10 shots, misses or hits. So that was a change they made last year, which was a card is good for the whole day as opposed to just punch. I will say there is the addendum to this where at the end I'll just say it. I got more kills than anybody last fall, but I didn't get my card punched because you didn't have to. The person who won the most kills from a tank, he actually got his card punched because that's just what he was doing. And like when I heard how many he had, I was like, I mean, great job. Anytime you get over 5 kills. Like,
so you're supposed to like go up to the tank and be like, here, punch my card. I killed you.
Yep.
Because then you're supposed to walk up and retrieve your ammo.
That is the rule how it used to be. And I told the guys at TCA, I don't care about, I mean, I do. Like, I'd like to get them back at some point. These are disposable to me. I will shoot 40 tennis balls. In fact, last year, I think I shot like 30 and I got maybe half back.
Hey, that's like 3 tagging rounds.
Don't talk about tagging. Don't make me angry.
Hey, Tagging, can you please sponsor us?
Yeah, Tagging doesn't. Tagging's the one group that's like, we don't care. People are shelling out money, hand over fist. Maybe if we get kick charge rounds, they'll bring the other ones down. But I actually, because I don't think everyone's going to buy kick charge because I think those are going to be expensive. Okay, I was just talking about launchers. A couple people walked up, a couple people shot. A lot of people just wanted to shoot just because they'd never shot a launcher before. I also brought the Tagging. I brought the ML36, and like that's a $1,200 launcher that most people will never get to use just because we also can't use the rounds locally. So, all right. Hey guys, hey chat. Alex has an idea, and it's something we've done before, but he'd like to do it again. And I am cynical. Alex, talk about it.
I don't know if you guys remember, but last year we did a
2 years ago.
Sniper. Was it 2 years ago?
Oh yeah, that's the problem.
2 years ago. Wow. Well, 2 years ago we did this little sniper thing, and we wanted people to come out and show off their snipers and see what they had, kind of thing. You know, like we had all of our snipers and all the different types of ammo. You know, we really wanted to like test people's snipers and our snipers to the limit. Like, what was your actual range and what are you actually hitting? Because lobbing shots and saying that you got, I don't know, 300 yards, but you lobbed 12 shots isn't an accurate account for your gun. So I don't know. We were thinking about trying it again, and if people are thinking about they want to do it, come on. I don't know. You guys want to send some comments out our way to let us know.
Yeah, if you have interest in so the launcher thing, 2 years ago we did a launcher clinic at Big Lake Tactical because they have a lot of vehicle games. They actually probably have more vehicle games just because Travis has 4 technicals at his field. Yes, they're in different states, but I mean, his last weekend, all 4 were running, I believe.
Yeah.
So that's why we did that clinic there, and then we did a sniper clinic at Twin Cities Airsoft. Outside of the people we knew who had rifles, and I'll be honest, we all had the same rifle. We all had Ares Alphas, ASO2s or ASO1s, HPA'd. There was one other guy who showed up with a Novrich. What's the name of that? It's a charge, some kind of charge. There was what's
the
that?
kick full thrust.
Full thrust. That's what it says. There was a guy from TCA, so he also refs there, who brought his full thrust Novrich rifle, and was like, "This is an awesome."
People don't know what that is.
So, I don't even know what model it's supposed to be, but it's
a full thrust. A full thrust Novrich has this kit that's a full thrust kit, which turns your sniper rifle from a 6mm to I think 6.5 or 6. I thought it was a bigger.
I don't think it's a bigger round.
Yeah.
It's a bigger round.
It's a bigger round. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bigger round.
Well, the important part for this, from my point of view, and actually knowing that makes it even more key to me. He was like, "This gun is awesome. I can hit things at 300 feet." Nope. He can float rounds, as Alex was saying. Consistently, he wasn't. And then we asked, "Hey, have you chronoed this?" And he's like, "No, but I'm a ref. I can run this sometimes." That's crappy. And this was a while ago, I'll say. And he did chrono it, and it was so hot, no one would let him use it.
6.44 round.
6.4?
Yeah, 6.44. And you have to buy Novrich rounds.
Yeah, okay. So he put in the other spring he had, which was way under sniper rules, and then it sucked butt. People have sniper rifles, and they judge it based on what they think they can shoot. Alex and I, full transparency, we built our rifles to prove that one, gas is better, and I will die on that hill. Like, I don't want to have to do this every time I'm gonna, rack a bolt. And gas. Oh, what's the rule? 2.8 joules. 2.8 joules. I'm good. Now, do you still have to tune it? Do you still have to find your right weight BBs? I mean, Seth's up here. Like, Seth's been working on his Levar. He's got a different level. I mean, he's got the shorter version. I've got the longer. I'm also going to test my long one, Seth.
Is a Levar a sniper?
So it's an interesting question. Is it? I don't know.
I would say yes.
I would, because it is a lever action single. There is no full auto. There is no semi. It is, it is a purposeful motion every time
Bolt
you want
action.
to load. I mean, technically, it is a bolt that you are moving. It's just how you're moving it, right? It's a lever versus.
It's a different bolt. It's a different bolt action.
So,
different.
I think so. No one has tried. I am hoping Seth is one of the first people to try it as a gun that's running. He's actually been tuning his quite a bit. But anyway, we did the sniper clinic. We did it to prove, probably to disprove. And that in that sense, it was 100% a success. Of the top 4 guns, 3 were almost exactly the same. They were all Ares guns. They all were HPA'd. They all had almost the same hardware.
Wasn't it like 280? Like 280 was like the sweet spot. I couldn't remember.
275 feet. I had it ranged every 50 or 25. 275 was consistently where people were hitting body size targets every shot with the higher end rifles. A lot of people had rifles. This was also, people came with their AEGs, and when they were barely making 100 feet, they were like, "Oh my God." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, like, These guns don't go that far. Then we had a range out to 300, and then we had one at 350. And people could hit 300, but it wasn't consistent. And then 350, people were like, oh, I'm getting the 350. And that meant that's how far their BBs were flying. It was all guesswork at that point. Like at the slightest bit of wind. Again, we're shooting spheres, guys. We're shooting little spheres. So anyway, Alex is thinking we should do another one. And this is just where I question, what do people have? Because like if we just bring the guns we have. Alex sold you sold yours, Alex.
Yeah.
I mean, if Cotton's still here, Cotton has it. But like if people just want to shoot our snipers, that's one thing. But much like launchers, like I bought Novrich 4.8s. I think they're all upstairs because I'm bringing them to the cabin to test them. Like that was like $40 for 500 rounds. Like it was an obscene amount of money, your cost to weight BB ratio. So like I'm not just gonna spend $300 on BBs and let people just run through them. Or maybe I am. I don't know. Would you be interested in a sniper clinic? That's the question.
Yes, because then I can bring my new one or my old one that I fixed.
It probably shoots 300 feet.
I don't know that you count, David. You're part of us. You're on the other side. You're behind the camera or in front of the camera.
But I got a mod 24X.
Say here, Vulture. I called him out. And here's the thing. If we did a clinic with ranged targets, Vulture, would you come? Would you do comparisons, not competition, or would you like to do a competition? Like maybe we could do something like that. I don't know. It's just an idea. This is where everybody's got a mid-size. You got your SMGs, and then you got like, oh, my SPR versus my something else, and they're all just 16, 18, 20-inch rifles. Like at some point, it's all the same, guys. I'm gonna set up a hop-up properly. Yeah, absolutely, Apollo. That's the other thing, right? Like once you get to the pressure, then you gotta tune your hop-up. You have to have a good hop-up, and that's the way to BBs. And the barrel. Like it does play. I would argue that comes into play a lot more for higher end guns where you're really trying to get range, as opposed to like when people are like, my MP5, I need to tune my MP5. I'm like, okay, cool. Do what you do you.
MP5K, they need to tune it.
I mean, as someone with an MP5K, and
You know what I think
in
we
order to
need
get
to
more
do?
range, I do this when I shoot.
I think what we really need to do is, since we're so damn famous, is we need to plan like one day a month to do a meet and greet, and whether or not we can do it, like have like if people got like, whether it be a sniper clinic or an SMG clinic, or just find stuff to do, just to so we can come and rub the golden head.
As David, as someone who has also done like 7 weeks in the row of Airsoft, and gas is at 4 something.
I stopped paying attention. I just stopped paying attention.
No, I had to. Like this is my first weekend off, and I'm still gonna film. But so yes, Vulture, I'm the same way. I'm running 45s out of my. Here, it's right here. I'll grab it. Can I get this without making everything go crazy?
45.45 seems to be like the sweet spot for everything. The stuff that I've ran some, I think 4.8s.
Yeah, the difference between 4.6s and 4.5s is very minor to me. But so
1.0.
My barrels. This is an Ares Alpha or Ares AS02. So it's the shorter version, but I have the barrel going all the way through this can. And this is the reason that I like HPA. Literally, all I have to do is this to reload. Now, is that cheating? Possibly. But I also didn't set mine for just straight pull. So I actually have to pull up, pull back, forward, lock in. There are mods where it's just
you don't even need the lock-in.
I know. Hey, I'm trying to make it seem like I'm cooler because I didn't do
And
the
that's
hack.
a Wolverine engine.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the best.
Yeah. And I bought this gun actually at CC Military. There was a period of time where they were the only ones where you could get any of the Ares AS series. So Got that from them. I actually owned the Wolverine Bolt M before I even owned the gun. So I never shot this as a spring gun at all. So anyway,
I'm bringing mine this weekend, and I'm going to shoot it, and then it's probably going to get HPA'd.
Cotton is saying T2s.
I know, but Cotton's crazy. Nobody believes Cotton. Cotton's insane. So Vulture, that's the other thing. There are people, and we're talking about this, which is why I think I need to get out of that mode of we built a super awesome gun just because we could, rather than there are people who just like I've met people who are like, oh, my gun doesn't shoot that hard. I just enjoy the challenge of bolt action, single, semi only, like hard semi locked kind of guns. And I'm like, cool. The same guys who wear ghillie suits. You're never gonna see my fat butt in a ghillie suit. I'm trying to think if there's a joke there. There's too many jokes for that, but like I have no interest in sneaking or crawling.
Only soft.
Like
what happens at the AO stays at the AO.
I mean,
Or your DMR, or bring up DMRs, because I remember my DMR is a real close competitor to when we were using the snipers.
And what did you build your DMR for? Like
I don't know.
Where did you think you were going to be able to use that?
Wasn't it? Did I make it a TC for TCA?
No.
Where?
Action Sports, because they have.
Oh,
DMR
yes,
rules.
yes.
Now,
I built it for Action Sports specifically. Yes, I remember that now.
I have been informed that BLT does have DMR rules. So, but I also think it's like, so 1.5 is standard, right? That's standard rifleman, and I think their DMR is 2.2, and then 2.7,
2.8.
2.8 is their sniper.
I think it's for a sniper.
Yeah. So like, I'm just gonna say, like, yes, if you can semi spam the trigger, especially if you tune that trigger, 2.2. Like, I just 1.5, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4. Like, at some point, it's just the gradients is kind of wasted on me. Especially since, like, so for for a lot of sniper rifles, you have limited rounds. That's why the LevR is so cool, and why when people start using it, if we can actually tune these LevRs, you can use full AR mags. So I actually see people start getting into that, maybe like that kind of batteries not included rule where you're limited how many rounds you can run in those mags.
Oh lordy!
What did I do?
Not
Someone
you.
jumping. Oh,
Mullet Man's bringing his GBR DMR or the gag.
I don't see Joe Eggstead. I actually think this might be the year I get a GBR. I don't know which one. I really want to try the Lancers just because I'd like to give them a chance. Also, their mags are supposed to be way cheaper than the Ruiz are. So I figure giving them a chance is a good thing. And they got some interesting models coming out.
Remember,
Is that the one?
there is no DMR. There is no DMR rules now at TCA, though.
Correct. There are none at TCA. And here's where I would say there never were.
No.
I was there once and said there are no DMR rules. And some guy, again, ref, was like, yeah, there are. If we know you, we'll let you. And I was like, dude, do not tell me that. If your rules aren't published, just own it. There's no DMR rules. Just like there's no SMG rules. Like, I like GAG being full auto all the time. I love it. And I don't even carry a gun anymore. I just carry a launcher. But I think it's fun just to have everybody going crazy.
That's why I love playing GAG, because I just eat rounds. I'm probably going to have to break into my tracer rounds just because I may not have enough.
You're given as good as you're getting.
What was the issue with the M14 at TCA? I don't want to name names.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They specifically built an M14 because they said it wasn't a sniper or something. Caleb built the M14. We went to TCA. You don't remember that one?
No, that might have been when you guys were really playing a lot. I don't remember Caleb ever owning an M14. Is there still one here in the armory? I don't remember. The M14, like, I love the SOC 16 as a looking gun. I do not like the M14. I think it's just too big and clunky for me, because I'm already big and clunky, but Yep. Okay. So, but interesting. Is bolt also lever?
LevR.
I guess that let me literally lev AR. So
Then it's an AR. It's a Lev AR.
If I go just to the gun rack here. This is the Elite Force Legends. And this is the shell ejecting, so this one's even more ridiculous. Like, this is never going to get fielded.
Sniper rifles must be bolt action.
Yeah, okay. So the Lev AR is not I think that's an arguable point. I would say that's worth a fight. Oh geez, this has a safety, but maybe we disabled it. Yeah, why can't my lever gun? What makes this is going to be slower? I don't have my lever. I do have one here, and I don't have to actually turn around for it.
All non-sniper class guns, AEG,
There you go.
HPA,
I thought
and
Seth had checked.
DMRs must chrono at 317 feet, less than 1.5 joules to use using field provided 0.32 BBs.
Say that one more time.
So all non-sniper class guns, AEG,
all non,
HPA,
So
must be 1.5 or less.
So Seth did confirm. He talked to Blondie, and Blondie did say that it would be considered a bolt.
Yep.
Now, this is the thing I'll say about this, because this also has a short. Oh, this doesn't. So this is a full stroke kit. So if you have to do this every time, that's more than I have to do.
With your bolt, with your
with my
Wolverine.
bolt. But when you get a short stroke, that's also like this. Like it gets really short. But anyway, do you want us to do a sniper clinic? This all started with that, and then it started with me just
Damn tangents.
grabbing all the different guns that I can't actually, I'm not using anywhere, because I just buy shit because I'm an idiot.
Slim, you need to
Although
come
this is
find
so
me
cool.
too this weekend.
What? That's what I need.
Yes. Gabe, you got to remember though, like you buy that stuff. Like, look at what I do. Like, I buy guns and like destroy them.
I would say that there's many of us who buy guns just to gut them. Right? Like I have guns that I've never shot as an AEG.
Like, who the hell buys a Tokyo Marui Uzi and cannibalizes it?
Yeah, the extra. Oh, I mean, if only you video more of that. Where's your videos? You got to come home in order to make those videos.
Yeah, nobody cares about that.
Yes, they do. 28,000.
I mean, yeah, you get the biggest ones. Okay, where are we? We're at 8:30ish. Hey, let's shift gears a little bit because we're starting to talk about it. So Gags this weekend, Bad Goats 2 weeks. June. Let's talk June really quick. Going to the near the helicopter. Okay. June is super busy, guys. So if you've not started to plan for June,
what are you doing?
We keep talking about this. Like, if you can only go to one game a month, June's a rough month because there's a lot of games. You've got, this one's maybe not as big a deal to everybody, but the first weekend of June is Northern Front, American Milsim's Northern Front at Action Sports Wisconsin. David and I are still kind of considering what we're going to do. I don't know that we're going to play. We might just go chill and be influencers.
Or be there to help people, if something breaks, where, I find myself a lot of times just helping out people to keep them in the game. They also have
new vehicles there. Yeah, I have to review their vehicle rules, but like they know they have to. I actually don't think there's any vehicles in that game.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it. Because this is AMS is running. So this is where Action Sports.
They don't have vehicles, I don't think.
AMS doesn't. I don't think so. AMS, sorry, Action Sports Wisconsin literally is renting the field to American Milsim. All the staff is American Milsim. All the organizers are American Milsim. Obviously, Action Sports will be there. They'll be there with they'll have their trailer open. I actually don't know who the approved vendor is.
Are you planning on going there, Gabe?
That's what Dave and I were talking about. We don't know yet. We're trying to decide what that means to us.
I mean, I might be able to get there Sunday, but Sunday doesn't really mean anything.
And I might leave. If I recall, I might just go Saturday.
And go home Saturday?
Yeah. It's TBD. Anybody else going?
Hours, right?
So, Vulture's going. Like, is anyone else going to Northern Front? What should we
I
do?
suggest you do. It's a large game.
So this is the thought that we had, guys, is that when we've talked about it on stream before, if you go to a game to play, it's hard to also film. You can, but then you get gameplay film. Would it be valuable to us to go to American Milsim's Northern Front and then talk about it as a player? Here's what makes this Milsim. Here's where the check-in is. Here's where your squadron is. Here's your, the different aspects of what makes that game more Milsim. Is that something interesting?
Follow.
Yeah.
Do it. We dare you to do it. We dare you. Double down.
We could check again. Last time I checked, which was late last week, there were still tickets in all
31
teams.
cost and 21 UFS and CD. I knew you were going to ask, so I already brought it up.
That's great. Like, so actually, it's interesting to me that now CD, UFS and CDF have less
more players.
So they have more players. That is not usually. We're a green state. Like, people like to go green in our area, and that's how I've normally gone cost. So, that's interesting. Not by a large margin by any means.
10,
right?
10 players.
Yeah, whatever.
And there's still
Whatever.
2.5 weeks.
Yeah. So we had also considered, again, going as press and streaming, videoing, doing a getting to know your local Milsim organizer. Of which I'll again say mostly probably David has to do the interviews with certain people because I have a bad reputation. So
I got you.
Things happen. Yeah. But that's the first weekend in June. Then you got the second weekend of June, which is Op Viking, which is if our friend Thomas is still here, that's the event that Thomas is running at Big Lake Tactical. And Twin Cities Airsoft has their Overlord D-Day game, which is, Alex, you went to D-Day last year. I went to it 2 years ago. That's a fun game.
I really liked it. I thought
I
it
had
was
a good
very,
time.
very, very well organized. I thought it moved very awesome.
Yeah.
That's another game you guys should probably try to hit up is like that D-Day game. It was a very fluid game, and it was awesome.
The thing I'll say about that is that's another game that's run by Drew Peterson, who's a dedicated Twin Cities Airsoft staff. He really put a lot of thought into that game. So so that's the second weekend of June. Third weekend of June is
Nightshade.
Operation Nightshade, which will be a big.
I should grab something so people can see this. I'll be right back.
Yeah, grab it. See, we're all running away from the mics today. So that is the game being run by the Night Stalkers. I believe Alex will be there. I know I'm going to be there helping.
Yeah, I think so there.
I might be.
June what?
That's June 20th. Saturday,
20th.
June 20th. Yeah, I mean
I'll try to be there.
It's on both of our calendars already. So that's both up. So and there is and I'll let, after he's plugged back in, I'll let David pitch it. But there's a Game Pass if you go to both Op Viking and Op Nightshade, so you can get a discount if you decide to attend both games.
Battle Pass.
That's what we're calling it.
Battle Pass. It's $70, and you get both games.
Both games. That's awesome. Okay, what do you got? What do you got, David?
So, biggest sponsored event. Also, it is going to be the event with the biggest game patch.
Whoa.
Something got lost in translation.
You need a patch panel for your patch panel in order to use that patch. Oh, jeez. I mean, that might fit one whole section on a placard or a vest. That's a big boy. Was the price point
the same?
Was the price points the same? Okay, hey, cool.
Lost in translation between Patrick and our patch guy. Something got oopsed and nobody caught it when he sent the proof. And
what is
when
the
it was
size of that patch? What is the actual size? It's got to be like 5x8 or something. It's pretty ginormous, dude. I know all about 5 inches, guys. That's what I'm saying.
5 tall, 4 1/4 wide.
That's a big boy. Yes. Check out the patch. Check out the size of the patch on that guy. He might be compensating something. If you attend Nightshade and you're a size queen, you'll enjoy the patch.
I'm
How
sorry.
about that?
Oh, this
What's,
cracks me up. This patch.
I actually think it's awesome though because of the price point being the same.
Yep.
Means like you didn't pay more for it.
Nope.
So Op Nightshade is June 20th. Again, Big Lake Tactical. So that's back to back. That's 3 weekends in a row of big games. And then June 27th, Airsoft Armory recently advertised this. They're going to do their first, what they're calling kind of their larger game. We kind of talked about this too before. Like everybody has something. There's, Tin Cities Airsoft has high intensity. Big Lake has their MBS, and they have a bunch of their Minnesota's Best Airsoft, MBA. And then they have other events as well. And Airsoft Armory wanted to, try to get some more attention. So they're also trying to run a more theme-based. I know Alistair's been writing up game modes, specific plots, and then missions for this kind of thing. So that is being called Expedition Zero. Their first one will be June 27th. So every weekend in June, sometimes multiple places, there is a larger event. And
then the next day there's a large event too.
yeah,
June 28th.
Oh, what's June 28th?
My daughter's 16th birthday at Champion Valley. So come on out. 16th birthday. She wanted to go play Airsoft. I'm like, yes, we will get a bunch of people there.
And yeah, let me just point that out as well. Like this isn't including like other fields have open sessions.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so not only can you find a place to play Airsoft every weekend, there are also big games every weekend. Like it's a busy year, guys. I just gonna tell you, like maybe it's just because we're paying attention more. I don't think it's that. I just think it's busier. It's just a busier year.
And I think it's only going to get busier next year.
Yeah. With our friends in southern Minnesota, working towards their new field. There's that. What was the church field?
The church. There's the other thing that kind has been announced, but
Yeah, wait. There are other things happening, guys. Like we're going to be a really busy airsoft state, and we already are a busy airsoft state. So
my patch is really big
kind of crazy. GTA Marine. My prediction for AMS Northern Front 6 costs will dominate again, and UFS again against UFS and CDF. I'll be interested because I know some people are going UFS and CDF specifically this time to make sure that doesn't happen. Action Sports Wisconsin has done tons of improvements the last time I played in AMS. So the staging side that
we'll see who gets what side. Apollo just sent me the screenshot. He bought his ticket.
Nice.
But he's on the enemy.
I mean, you're an enemy to somebody. Yeah, Vulture. Yeah. So for those that don't know, Crossfire did not decide to do, and it wasn't Crossfire. It's the guys who were running Dark Zone. And it really just got to be running a game every month is a lot of work. They got burned out, and they were actually the second tiers of guys to run Dark Zone. Not to name drop, but the MAA crew won the first 2 years of Dark Zone. Just saying. But like that's a game that they tuned really well. You didn't, even if you came later, like this was a game. So they had a game for those who haven't played Division 2. There's a Dark Zone, which is you go and, into a different area. It's all PvP and you're just acquiring things. And then there's certain times when you can check out. And when you check out, like there's horns and sirens and everybody comes and massively cluster F's you.
Wow. That could have went the wrong way.
I knew where I was going.
Your wording was, I was ready for the dump button.
I have not sworn yet. That was a great series. They did a lot of work to it.
The M word.
Oh yeah, that one too. Yeah, it just those guys. And I talked to one of them. They're like, yeah, we're just tired. We're just gonna take a year off to see. So right now, Crossfire, they're gonna have an anniversary game, which actually I don't think it's June. Maybe it's July. But they have an anniversary game, and then they're running Batteries Not Included. I know that Reckon, who runs Batteries Not Included, which is a great game, and I will tell people constantly to go, and that's also in July, at some time in July. I think it's
Their
the third
anniversary
weekend of
game
July.
is not on the schedule.
I think he's still organizing it. But
Okay.
either way, Batteries Not Included is the only larger game, and it's going to be a Sunday game, and it's a very specific kind of game. And we'll talk about it again when that time comes up. Again, it's the game of non-standard weapons. So no AEGs at all, no HPA, no traditional HPA guns, snipers, shotguns, pistols, AEPs, things like that. That's what
EGs.
you run at that game. What's that?
EGs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
So-
going to go with just grenades.
Just grenades.
Yep.
I mean, it's just as valid as half the weapons that people decide to use. So yeah, Marine, you're right about most of the Minnesotas go green. This is why Pork Chop Platoon's going CDF this year. The staff of Action Sports Wisconsin is playing UFS. So depending on how many people go from Pork Chop, and then a large faction of people who know the field because they built it, are all going tan. So, and they're doing it on purpose. They think that'll hopefully tip the scales or even the scales a little bit. So we'll just have to see. Yeah. So between Apollo, so like, hey, in our own chat, we have a civil war happening right now.
Score.
It started right now. Yeah, it started here, guys. You saw it start here, from David's encouragement for people to shoot each other. I didn't see if people actually said we should do a sniper clinic. Did you see, Alex? Did anybody say go ahead?
Couple people.
Well, yeah, like I think like 20, 30.
50,000 people said yes. Okay.
Yeah. So it'll happen.
Yes, it'll probably happen. Hey, yeah. We'll see. I do like those platforms, but I just want to have people show up. That's it. We were talking about what would a successful event look like, being that the last one had 7 people, 6 of which we knew. I would like
8.
20.
Oh, 20. Yeah.
I want people to bring their own rifles for comparative studies. Because what I really want is, I don't want to have to buy 20 rifles to do this. Though it's not like I wouldn't. Or buy 5 different ones to just compare myself.
Beat
Like-
the rifle shooter guy. Rifle bolt action sniper shooty guy.
And I never, like, I use these sniper rifles like DMRs anyway. Again, I'm not a sniper. I don't have the patience for it. I don't have the patience. I'm the guy who throws grenades.
Hey, we could fly to Atlanta for $400.
What's in Atlanta?
Guardian Center.
Oh, okay.
Ford.
So you-
No, not. Oh, I don't want to go to Atlanta. Sorry, your state. I'm gonna pick a different one.
Pennsylvania.
Has anyone? Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Hey guys, has anybody played Guardian Center? I'll just say my impression of Guardian Center is choke points, choke points, choke points, choke points. It's not that interesting to me. We had the choice
Anybody
this
want to
year.
go play a Milsim in, like, I think it's Tennessee.
Which one?
I don't know. It's supposedly
Tennessee's hot.
What?
Tennessee's hot. Texas.
It's supposed to
again,
be like July or August, possibly 90 acres
my
of
God.
90 acres of fenced
Of
in
fentanyl?
industrial.
Oh,
Fenced
sorry.
in industrial.
Oh, jeez. It depends on the. No. I'm going to Starburst. I'm going to Texas.
No, we're gonna go to the Creason.
I mean,
$400. Let's go.
Kansas
No,
is going to be here. You can talk to him about it.
someone just sent me a field in a video of a field in Southern California that looks pretty epic. I'll have to find it and send it, but it looks
Is
pretty.
that all? Depending on what it is, if it is, does Lion Claws play there? Is it the manufacturing building?
No, this one
The
is like
ranch.
outside and just has like a bunch. Hang on, let me look at my.
Probably the movie set.
Yeah, like Cali's actually got some interesting spots. They're just such a weird state to play in. But and there are OGs there. I'll just say that's the other thing. There are a lot of OGs in Cali.
All right, 14 to the 16, $400. Go to Pittsburgh.
Here, I'll play it and put it up to the camera and see if um,
Oh yeah, John Lewis played in that. Yeah, I
That's
think
what do you call it? That's Village. That's SC Village.
all I know is the wording was in Spanish, so I couldn't read it.
No, that's the normal place that everybody plays in California.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Yeah, SC Village.
So-
there it is. Hey,
Yeah.
I guess I should have watched the whole video.
Yeah, that's just
I never
that's,
do either.
that's a paintball joint. Paintball and airsoft.
that doesn't mean it's bad. But
It looks like
No.
it could be fun. But again, it's in California, though. So, Gabe, you'd have to come to translate the population for me.
you guys are like, I think it's great that we're starting to think about more things. But
Like, did you see that video where I showed the Filipino airsofters I posted? Like it's like
yeah,
it's just they're like literally like 2 feet from each other shooting each other.
they play Mercy though, right? That's
No,
the way.
no. So that game isn't them shooting each other. They're trying to shoot a can off a table. So they get a group of 5 guys, and they're trying to shoot the can off the table on each team.
Towards the other team, right?
Yes.
Yeah. No, that's that. Okay, it's good to know that people do dumb shit.
But they also have the
everywhere.
Mercy games.
Yes, for those that don't, like, there was, and I don't know if they still do it. I don't have contacts anymore, but there was a time when, like in Hong Kong, they would jump on junks and go to islands of like half destroyed, abandoned hotels, and they'd play, and all that shit was Mercy. All that stuff was Mercy. I feel like that doesn't happen anymore, or we just don't hear about it because we live in a safer, more responsible airsoft world. But airsoft is played everywhere, guys. It's a madhouse.
Gee,
so.
don't kick your camera, bro.
No, I'm so upset. I am so upset. What else is on our thing? What time is it? We got 8:45. So we talked sniper. We talked busy June. We talked about most of the stuff. Anybody got any hot takes today? Hey, chat. Any hot takes?
Yeah, what
Playing
would
a
you like our
sniper,
hot
like
takes to be?
gamer. I've got a Gillian that's fun, but one angles. Yeah.
I guess I got a hot take. When you're ordering
Tell us.
patches, make sure the sizes are something.
I'm not sure. Okay. I mean, that's, I think the hot take is check the design. When they say approve this design, actually pay attention to that checking.
So, funny story on that. Patrick goes, I swear, I think they just screwed it up after the fact. I went back through our DMs. I'm like, no, I'm just looking at it. When he sent you the rough and it had the measurements on it, there are the measurements. He goes, you know what? We were because we were trying to get patches by Con. We were trying to have my patches and these patches and more Night Stalker patches all by Con. So we, the guy said 28 days. So we ordered like 40 days out. And it was like now like 3 weeks to Con. And we're like, yes. And just, that's what happened. We just kind of space cadeted it and none of us caught it.
How many did you get?
These?
Yeah.
A hundo, I think. No, I don't know how many they got of the game patch. I know
You can't even give those away.
I got a hundo.
That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna give them away. Yeah, that's the whole point.
Oh,
Thing is, you
everybody,
can't.
these here are, you pay to play, you get one.
Yeah.
You come to the game, you're
I
getting
like
the
Cotton's
patch.
hot take.
What was Cotton?
Cotton's hot take. Gillies can never stay still.
I don't know.
No, it can't.
I've seen.
I've never seen a true sniper go out there and just disappear. I never see him for the rest of the game. Like
That's pretty true.
Okay. First 100 people get a patch. Franklin said so.
There you go.
Actually,
There
first
you go.
99. I have one in my head.
That one's soiled.
Hmm.
Hot take: revolver is the best sidearm. If you need more than 6 shots at that range, you're doing it wrong. Okay, that's a hot take.
Yeah. Definitely.
As someone who just, I'm gonna do it again because I realized I was using black gas, but that Elite Force single action army short barrel. That's a 4-inch, 1.9 joules.
Jesus.
Oh, I'm sorry, the CO2. There's no green gas. Nope, it's just CO2, which is a problem. Yeah, 1.9 joules with 0.32s was what I chronoed it at last time. And now I'm going to
Was it
say
even like, was it flying straight up in the air? Was it actually like going?
it doesn't have good range. It doesn't have hop up at all. But yeah.
Cotton, you would be that guy that does that. Just disappears in the wood. It's like, where'd Cotton go?
Cotton
And then-
already does that. Like
I
Cotton,
know he already does that.
We
it's just
thought
not
a
during
group
a
of
game.
guys.
He just dips it in.
We thought a group
I
of
was
guys
thinking,
got
I was
left on
thinking
the
he'd be that
field at
guy.
Sky
We forget
Shield.
about him.
Say that again, David.
I think we thought that group of guys got left on the field at Sky Shield because like 35 minutes after the game, we're just getting ready to start calling the raffle. And this like group of like 6 guys now just start coming walking out. And we're like, they're like, no. We were back already. We decided to go out and take a picture. But we're like, Alex, did you just not check? You know?
I mean, that is a problem. And like you're not checking everybody in and out of the field.
I'm like, yeah, you might need, but bring back bayonets. I have one.
Jesus.
I have one.
That's a hot take, all right. Wow.
Mine's a airsoft bayonet. It's a rubber. Hey, you.
Okay.
You saw me running with it at Gag last year. It was pistol and my knife. That's all I had left. And the pistol was out of ammo. I was just using it to scare people.
I think at TCA's they were talking about their rules and they were talking about knives and like knife kills are allowed and everything, but like don't be violent. And I was like, oh, if you let people carry rubber knives, machetes, crowbars, sledgehammers, people are gonna do weird stuff. People are they get all antsy in their pantsy from drinking too much syrup. That's a deep cut. Anybody know? Yeah, that is a hot take. Thank you for that. Oh, and don't encourage. I don't know if I'm encouraging people like a fixed bayonet for this charge.
Yeah, because you can get enough people together to be like,
Calm
that's
down,
never in a
Nolan.
million years going to happen.
Not with that attitude, Alex.
Well, yeah, because I'll be sleeping when that happens. I'll be in the car sleeping.
Ooh,
wow.
I like cottons.
Wow.
I like cottons. There should
I was
only
gonna
be
say-
3.
Do you remember when Cotton? You do remember when there was no such things as 3s. We didn't have anything over 3.
Oh, or when 0.28 was the thing. Like, oh, 0.28.
I swore on 0.23s for a very long time. I still
did
have
we
2
see?
3s.
What did we see at Stonebreaker? Like 0.26?
Yeah, I was like 2.6. Like, what?
There
Who
was a bottle of BBs that was 0.26.
who poured too much stuff into the
Yes.
the mixing bin and like, oh shit, now these are 0.26s.
Or not enough. And these are now 0.26s.
Yeah, exactly. Like maybe now that's the goal. 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4. Like what single increments can you get of
1.0s. I want
BB
1.0s.
I remember buying a rice sack of 0.28s, and I used that whole bag.
I still have
Like,
mixed stuff, yeah.
Like, I couldn't believe I used a whole sack of 0.28s. Katana guy never sells it.
Yeah. I knife killed 5 people. I don't know that I've knife killed 5 people in my entire airsoft career, and I've been playing for 29 years. I just don't give an F about
You've
that.
been playing longer than he's been alive.
It's potentially possible.
No, it's for surely possible.
Yeah.
That's Echo 13 right there, or 17 or some crap like that.
Cotton just wants to give hot takes. Cotton, Which is kind of If you don't know who Cotton is, that's kind of his thing. He's quiet, but when he's
Was he talking about Katana guy like at Action Sports?
so I think. Oh God, don't. Let's not. I don't want to make fun of that guy. I do actually want to make fun of that guy, but that's not fair. Like I
No.
assume, I assume Cotton. You're talking about if they got to get into it, that I can't let Alex do his impression of a samurai because then we will get canceled.
Eh.
Like, what do you mean for like?
We
Like-
make way too much money for YouTube. We can't get canceled.
Yeah. I I don't even want to open this door up.
I'm unlocking it right now. It is now open.
I'm not gonna get us in trouble. I promise.
Not for this stream. Pre-stream, we had to get it out of our system, chat. We had to get some stuff out of our system. A lot of stuff happened. And maybe we'll do
I
it.
was just advertising a gun.
You were. Tangentially, and if anybody sees J-Mus, who's in Japan right now, after I saw pictures, I was like, oh man, I want a Marushan. Do they make a Marushan single action army in 8mm? Answer is no. But I was like, oh, they make good guns, and oh, can I fight a Tanaka? Red Wolf has both a Tanaka Gen 2 single action army and a Marushan. So right now I have $785 queued up in my Red Wolf cart for 2 single action armies that I'll never play with, but I feel like I should own them. We'll see. But they're green gas, so they won't shoot 1.9 joules. Since they're Japanese, they will shoot very low power. What else we got here? More Milsim should publish op-ord and stuff. Is that your hot take, that there should be more op-ords? I agree. I agree in organization. You know what makes a Milsim game Milsim to me? Logistics.
So 6 months of emails and Discord meetings.
Green and tan. That's Milsim.
Like how what you decide to do with those Warnords and Op-ords is up to you. But like, I'd like to know what squad I'm on. I'd like to know when my squad is meeting. I'd like to know the guys on my squad. I'd like to know them. I'd like to have a map so I can print 15 million of them and then laminate them and then nobody use them. I'd like to know my radio channel. I like to have all that stuff settled before I even show up to a game. That does not happen at any game. Best laid plans most of the time.
Hot take: don't use alphabetical
what
orders to set up squads. At a
I know you're going too, Seth. Yeah. I mean, again, everything's great until you get a bunch of autism kids all at the field and try to wrangle those cats to everybody get in a stick. What's a stick? Get in a line. What's a line? Get in a formation. What's a formation? Everybody stand together. Okay. We can manage that sometimes. Everybody shut up. No, that's not going to happen. Also, like, I'm not going to, if we go to Northern Front, Alex, should I do bingo again? It's not as much fun if I'm not playing. The year we went to AMS's event, I made bingo cards, sold them for $10 a card. And we had a lot of players. And somebody won during first formation. It was things like guys in the wrong camo but still allowed to play. Guy
Alex complains about something.
Was that on that one?
Yes.
I mean, it probably was because I thought that was funny. So like we were in briefings, and someone would be like, and remember everybody, Airsoft is a game of honor. Bingo! Like shit. Like, people were like, I got another square. People could not. The people who, and there were a lot of people there.
People who didn't know.
People who didn't know what the hell we were doing, but like one of the guys won bingo in the middle of our formation. Like we were at formation, and we were very much kind of playing like this is a lot of pomp and circumstance, and a lot of it doesn't mean anything. So maybe not the best attitude, but at the same time, he yelled out bingo very loudly in the middle of formation when he won, and he won. What did he win? A couple $100. It was a good.
I think it was like $100.
There was more than that. I had 25 tickets. I had 30 tickets, and I think I sold them all.
Yeah, but it was in our group.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I wanted to win, so.
Okay. They're loving the Airtism. We're making the patch.
Have you guys seen my Airtism patch? Where did I put it?
We've already got rockers.
I mean, I got one.
I got a yeah. It was a. Didn't I thought I gave you one too?
He can't hear you. You need to scream at him. I put an optic on my replica just to have it there. I don't even turn it on or put batteries in it. It's Airsoftism though.
That was Airtism or Airsoftism is what we went with first. But I think Airtism is fine.
Oh, you should have to do a 9-line? Oh, God.
Jeez.
Oh, geez, a 9-line. I'm having flashbacks.
To be fair, guys, if I ever get allowed to use the new IWA mortar, cluster bomb mortar will change your life, guys. I'm just telling you. It also might make you
Whoa.
crap your pants. Oh, do we have another?
Whoa.
David's old. I mean, I think what the important part is being old and looking old. So, like, I look youthful. It is the virgin blood I bathe in.
You know what? After this last weekend, I'm now down 30 pounds, so screw you.
Nice. Oh, were we getting also...
No.
I'd buy an Airtism patch for sure. Okay, well, we'll make some. Should we make them in colorful colors or tactical colors?
And it needs to be the bottom rocker. It needs to be the bottom rocker.
Oh, the under rocker does make more sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
I can get a run made. And I think the bridge. So like I had a bunch of guys who really wanted the red, white, and blue patch, Alex, and those were limited. I'm gonna do a different color scheme, but people like colorful patches. So, question for the group from Franklin. My 10-year-old is going to be using his P90. Would someone have a drum mag for him to borrow? I don't. I'm trying to think of people I know who run P90s and either have the extended M4 mag thing that goes on the side, or there's at least 2 guys I think at TCA who I've seen with the really nice drum mag on their P90, which makes that gun even more ridiculous, which is pretty funny to
How do
me.
you put a drum mag? You got to have that M4 thing.
No. There's like an actual like chonky boy that goes on the top.
Like just goes. Okay.
I mean, hey, you want a drum mag, you get what you get. But I do not have such a thing. Colorful. Okay, everybody wants. If we're gonna talk about the TISM, you got to be colorful. What kind of colorful?
Well, it has to be then. Then we have to go with the actual autism color.
I was gonna say,
and somehow in the background do the puzzle pieces. Yeah, it's okay.
We're gonna get in trouble.
How on earth do you play with that?
I am going to say that as a person with a child that is autistic, who is in Airsoft, I will put 47 of those patches all over him.
That would seal the deal for the autism then.
Jeez.
I'm just saying. I can vouch for the TISM family here and say,
I have at least 100.
Yep, at least 100.
Well, that's not enough to put it on a person.
Wow, look at you challenge up.
No.
So Alex is also salty about this P90 drum mag. But
did you Google?
I'm not salty. I'm
just Google
it. It's like it's nasty. You might as well just put a freaking,
a backpack feeder.
Yes.
Put the whole sack. Put that whole potato sack in your backpack and just go.
Yeah, you're a Sherpa for your bag of BBs for your P90.
You better wire that. You better wire that thing up to a car battery that's in the backpack too, because you're gonna be just. You keep holding that, spamming that full auto. You're gonna cook a battery, and it's gonna look like that video.
Can we pull up? Can we share a picture of the?
Yes.
I'm just actually going to look at Airsoft P90.
Oh, you wanna share the picture of the battery?
No, just of the. Yeah, this big bitch right here. The Angel Custom 3000 round. And see, I don't even mind the look of that. What are you laughing about?
Cotton said something perfect about the Airtism patch.
Well, I'll just put this link in the chat just because this is it. This is exactly what I was thinking. And I know guys who have this. I've seen this at TCA.
Yes. It has to be slightly off center just to piss people OCD off.
No, don't. That's terrible. I can't even paste this link because it's too goddamn.
Or misspelled.
David, I'm gonna send
Put
this
it.
to
Yeah,
you.
just put it in the.
That is actually so cruel. Like, I bet you even talking to my patch guy, I'd be like, hey, make sure it's left of center. And like put some other thing at the end, like an extra period or something that doesn't make any damn sense. Oh, jeez, that's terrible. You're all terrible people.
Upside down question mark.
You are all horrible people. I just want you to know that, everybody. Oh, jeez. Oh no. We got for all our millions of viewers, this is where we go. This is where we lose it.
This is how we end our night.
Yeah. I mean, it's a high note.
Oh God.
Guys, David's working on trying to get the image of this P90 drum mag. I do not hate it. I will tell the story again where Crytek came out. You're like, oh, Crytek's mystery gun, and for like the last, so what was it? 2 years ago was the P90. The last one was the Crytek KT 420, not 420 because that's a different thing. It was their launcher. Yeah, there was their launcher, their 320, and then their round, the KT 40. Like Crytek keeps on coming out with things that don't make any sense that nobody really asks for.
He came out with the Para. Wasn't that the last one?
Yeah, the Para LMG. Like that was good. That was an upgrade. That was a really nice. And I actually, and so here's the other thing. What I'm basically going to say is that Crytek P90 that came out was actually really good. It was a great gun. It was way better than I thought it had any business being. And I pooped on it. I 100% was like, why did we get another P90? We didn't need another P90. And then we played with it. It was a lot of fun. And I'm glad this was Caleb's gun, Alex. I'm glad he took it with him to Pennsylvania. Because if he had left it here, I would have gotten the extended barrel thing. I probably would have got one of these silly ass drum mags. Terribly awesome.
It's up.
It's amazing I said that because I'm like, like from a guy who used to make like really dumb stuff and do dumb stuff, I'm calling that really dumb. And I wouldn't
get it with a voltage tester and a battery too for $133.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No.
Oh, Peter. Yeah, where can I heart that one?
How about an accent?
I actually gave that. So
I know you did.
I was at Twin Cities Airsoft, and I was in a group. I was with the owner Darren, and Blondie was there, and a couple other local guys. And I was like, oh, I want to shoot some hot take videos. And the hot take was going to be on tennis balls, or tennis ball related. And I was like, hey, I'm going to do a hot take video. And they were all like, what's a hot take? And I was like, what? How do you not know what a hot take is? And I asked a couple of the guys, I was like, hey, what's your Airsoft hot take? And they're like, I wouldn't even know what to say. And I was like, now, admittedly, I was putting people on the spot, but man, come on. Hot takes are hot. Yes. You're welcome. You're welcome for our service, Apollo. Now you can't unsee it either. Thank you, David. I am a strong believer that if you like, and there are so many people who like to do it, and Alex, someone opened the door. So if you want to do an accent as we start to wind down, I am not a fan of accents.
Holy crap.
How do you know what we're talking about if we don't do an accent?
Right.
Oh,
how do you know that I'm on the Russian team if I don't talk like this and say I need vodka? Give me some vodka.
Well, now let's talk about that Vietnam game. You politically correct jerkwads.
So funny.
You by the
Thank you.
law, Saki Saki. Love you long
We're
time.
good. End of stream in 3, 2. I mean, our political careers, everything. I'm too old to go into politics. That's fine. I happen to agree. I am not a fan of it. I also have difficulty LARPing though. So to be fair, to be honest, LARPing is difficult for me because I can't. The cringe just cringes me.
Dude, you're
Well, let's start to wind down. What's up next, Alex? What do you got going on in your airsoft life, Mister International Traveler?
Probably gonna be helping you guys support that Night Stalker game.
I hope
Probably that. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, maybe depending on my schedule works, like I don't know, that AMS, but I'd only be there for one day. I don't know.
We'll still work that out, guys. There's a lot of stuff we have to be we're talking about for some future stuff.
You know, and I don't know. I'm just kind of like I'm up in the air about that stuff. You know, as soon as June rolls around, I'll be pretty open.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I may even go to that, you know, Third Coast game if I have to go by myself. Well, I mean, I guess I'll be going with Rich, but
The Crescent, Bone Crusher.
yeah, or whatever. Yeah, that thing. I
mean,
might drive just to do something. Just to do something.
Yeah, I can't go. It's August 14th. It's around my birthday, and I can't be around other humans, or I will kill them.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I know what to tell you. I'm not going to that game. David, you are a busy man. You have a new employment. What do you got going on? What's your next thing?
gag this weekend.
Gag this weekend.
Armageddon 26. Then I apparently lost track of a week, and there's a week in there. I don't. So I'll probably, I don't know. And then
I mean, you could take a weekend off too. You know. I'm just giving you an out.
I could very well do that. I may do that just to, you know, be able to charge batteries, literally and figuratively. Since that'll be the weekend after I start the new job. So, you know, I gotta actually, you know, be old and go to bed at a decent time, you know, because I'm gonna have set hours instead of my current job where I just show up whenever the hell I feel like it. And
yeah, see, you get a new job, you actually have to work for a little while.
For a little while.
You figure it out, yeah. Absolutely.
And then we're figuring out.
No, you don't. I don't know what I do. I just show up.
Oh, you get in troubles, but you get.
As you're sitting in a hotel in Puerto Rico, not knowing when you're actually going to go back to what you're, you know.
Oh, we should talk about food in Puerto Rico. And that's a different.
Oh,
story.
that's rice and these like plantains, dude. I've been eating, dude. Oh man, they're good.
That's pretty good. Okay.
And then there's this beef stew thing I'm gonna get this weekend. Oh, it looks delicious.
Do they have
Yeah,
McDonald's
it's like
there?
I don't know. No.
No. How about Jersey Mike's?
No.
Yeah, I
would
don't think they have fast food. I think their fast food's different if they haven't have any. I think their fast food is a cart.
Some guy running down the street. This is fast food. This is fast food.
with something recently prepared. Yeah, I was gonna say killed.
Yeah, found on the side of the road. Yeah, and then Northern Front, we'll have to be in communicado and figure out what our plans is for that one, and then it's a million weeks in a row.
Seth at Slim Tack asks, "What team are you going to go? Gag? Are you determined?
Red.
Just going to kind of go with the flow.
Nope,
You're gonna go red?
I'm not playing blue anymore. Nope, not doing it. Nope,
Remember when we talked about like I don't care what color of Gag I am. David's one of the ones who does care.
I will go blue I will go blue if need be, but.
Well, I originally was going to see if he wanted a launcher, but now I'm bringing it anyway so I can test shoot it. But they call it DoorDash. I mean, literally DoorDash. For me, I've got a series of some updated videos that I did last weekend for getting to know your local field Twin Cities Airsoft. They're all processed. They'll post tomorrow. I really wanted people to see the new layout. The layout is different, guys. I did confirm there is, and there always has been a porta-john up where the new parking is, David. So you won't have to walk all the way down.
I don't plan on camping up there.
Oh, Darren also said he's going to put more porta johns. So guys, these new videos I'm putting out, Blondie might also put out one because she was like, oh, I should do one about parking specifically for the new parking for GAG. And I was like, absolutely, you should. That's a great idea. So look for that. If not, my videos kind of tell the tale. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to call it now for Big Lake Tactical. You guys are the last field I need to do right now. I'm probably going to go out on the 30th. That's the mystery weekend David forgot that he had.
There we go. We figured out what we're doing on the 30th. Thank you.
Yep, we're gonna go to Big Lake Tactical.
We're going to Big Lake Tactical.
It's close enough to you, and if all we're gonna do is video, it's not a bad day. It's easy. It's an easy day. Day.
We could do a live stream from there too.
Yeah, open session. I mean, this is all. If there's a drop of rain, I'm not going. But so I got to do the getting to know your local field for Big Lake Tactical. They're the last in the queue, and then we should have everyone done there. And then this weekend, I already talked about it. I'm going to test red BBs and blue BBs. What I'm kind of thinking about guys doing is like doing a shot like every second at the night in night, and then trying to put green, red, blue.
So what you should do is mix them all together. Just mix them all
yeah.
together in one bucket, and then.
This is why Alex doesn't do testing. This is why his videos on YouTube don't do. Wait, he has the best views out of all of us. Never mind.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna test out my Levar 15. So my long Levar, in the hopes that someday.
That day wasn't easy either.
Yeah. Oh, listen to us. We're all a bunch of fake
hot take from what I understand is the Biffies are for standing only.
Oh, at Twin Cities Airsoft?
I thought I saw in the post. I thought that's what he was meaning, that certain ones are for certain things.
Darren actually made a great post, or it was actually a post, and I thought it was fantastic, which is the outhouses at the outhouse right in the middle of staging area. That is preferred for stand-up. If you need to sit, go to the other ones. And I did see some people like talking about it today. They're like, can we sneak into those nicer bathrooms if we're not a woman? Like, can we go to the woman's bathroom? He's like, just don't let me see. Like, here's the big thing about all of it. Just don't be jerk. Don't mess up the nice bathrooms. Don't mess up the biffies.
Flushing is for sitting, I think. I think what he was saying was flushing means sitting, and everything else is for standing.
Alex, tell him. Okay, we were. Okay, I'm not even gonna talk about it.
You know what? Let's just put it this way. How about if you do use it, you leave it the way you found it?
It's kind of hard if it's a biffy.
Don't put poop on the back of the seat. That's really what Alex is talking about. Don't miss the hole. Don't miss the hole, guys. That's the hot take.
If you're gonna be like that, bring a shovel and walk out to the road and dig yourself a hole.
Yeah. Regardless of missing the hole, there was people are throwing crap in there, and they're throwing like full rolls of toilet paper down the thing, dude. Come on.
I don't remember that, but it was.
Hell's wrong with you?
Well, autism.
Let's try to spin this back to be that is correct from Darren's post. Yes. Yep. And that's because I never want to
posted a lot. He's posted a lot in the last week.
I mean, as we're closing down, and we are going to close down because it's late. Have you guys seen the new tower?
Yep, that's Robbie.
It is. I am very interested. If your commanders aren't trying to get to that tower first, they are wrong. I'm going to call it right now.
I'm going to FaceTime you from the towers this weekend.
one good LMG in the tower, someone who knows what they're doing, can probably dominate a huge section of field. You get a couple LMGs up there. Now, the rule that Darren has not solidified it yet, but he was talking about launchers. If you shoot the upper, like the upper section, everybody up in the upper section of the tower is dead. Lower section, same thing. I was encouraging him to do, like, if you bombed it, you have to pull an engineer to bring it back in. There was a suggestion. I don't know if they're here. There was a suggestion that was you could launcher a bridge and then take out a bridge and make an engineer come to activate that bridge. And I was like, oh, that's a spicy.
You know, it'd be awesome if you could IWA power.
That's never going to happen, guys. We're never going to see that IWA launcher at TCA.
No, we'll just have to go to like the zoo or something.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's why these launchers, guys, like, you should care about launchers. That if people don't have launchers and people get in that tower and the tanks are running, man, like AT's a thing, guys.
Franklin, bring your launcher.
AT's a thing. You need AT, guys. I'm just saying. And my hot take was going to be about tennis balls. I found a good tennis ball. I'm going to test it before I release it, but I think this is the good 15 millimeter. It's just a hair over 2 inches, which is perfect for a good seal in the barrels of a 50 millimeter launcher.
I know how that tennis ball feels.
More on the out point. In fact, if we look at like this is me at my old age with no Metamucil.
Get it in there.
And with that, guys, we are on another. We're coming to the end of another of our Wednesday live streams. We hope you enjoyed it. A lot more every time we do this, guys. We have more interaction with all of you. We get more people viewing. So thank you for joining us. Please continue to do that. Again, as David always says, this is about community for us. We're just doing this for funsies. So your continued joining us on this ride or die situation is much appreciated. So
like and subscribe, smash that subscribe button.
Alex, anything you'd like to close out with?
I just did.
Okay. No, you got ahead of me. David, anything you'd like to close with tonight?
My head's getting a little
like
sore.
and subscribe.
My head's getting sore here.
It would be great if you're just like. Nightshade's a heavy game, guys. That's why the patch is so big. It's
green versus Tam. It's the biggest sponsored event in Airsoft in Minnesota in 2026.
And the
biggest match proves it.
That sets a precedent for future years. Like, what if people really love this and like Nightshade 3? That thing has to
be the magazine.
Oh, jeez. We're ridiculous.
Hey, it'll be like a riot shield.
Yeah, people turning them into pauldrons for their shoulders. Can I get 2 of those, please? Oh, God, that's actually a great idea. Oh, we are idiots, and we appreciate that you join us for our idiocy. Gabe from the Minnesota Airsoft Association, David, Project Echo Airsoft. Please find our channels on YouTube if you're not already liked and subscribed. As Alex said, find us on Facebook. We hope to see you soon. So you'll see David this weekend at GAG. Be safe and have a great night.
Bye.
Mask up. Game on. Let's go. Minnesota.